Growing spider plants that bloom, a journey to flowering success. Join me as I challenge myself to grow spider plants that actually produce flowers. Can I make it happen? Spider plants are a staple in many households, and for good reason. Not only do they purify the air and add a touch of greenery to our spaces, but they're also super easy to care for. But, let's be real, most of us have one for the same reasons. They're great air purifiers and have those adorable little baby plants hanging from them. But, what if I told you there's more to these plants than meets the eye? Something that's often overlooked, or rather, underappreciated. Spider plants can actually produce flowers. I think we've all been guilty of assuming that spider plants never flower. I mean, when was the last time you saw a spider plant blooming in someone's home? It's just not a common sight, right? But, is it because they're incapable of flowering, or is it something else at play? One reason might be that spider plants are often propagated through their offsets, and these baby plants focus their energy on growing roots and leaves instead of flowers. Another reason could be that spider plants are usually grown indoors, where the conditions might not be conducive to flowering. And then there's the fact that spider plants can be a bit finicky. If they're not getting enough light, water, or nutrients, they might not have the energy to produce flowers. It's a combination of these factors, plus a dash of misconception, that leads people to believe spider plants never flower. But, trust me, with the right care and patience, these plants can bloom beautifully. I've seen it happen, and it's truly magical. So, what does it take to get a spider plant to flower? Well, for starters, they need bright, indirect light, think east or west-facing windows. They also appreciate consistent moisture, but make sure not to overwater, as this can cause root rot. And, of course, fertilize them regularly to provide the necessary nutrients. Spider plants also need to be mature enough to produce flowers. This can take a few years, so be patient and don't give up on your plant. Another tip is to prune your spider plant regularly to encourage bushy growth and prevent it from becoming leggy. This will give it more energy to focus on producing flowers. By following these simple tips, you can increase the chances of your spider plant blooming. And when it does, it's truly a special moment. The tiny white flowers are adorable, and they add a whole new level of beauty to your plant. The moment of truth finally arrives, and it's incredible to see your hard work pay off. The flowers might be small, but they're a big deal. They signal that your spider plant has reached maturity and is thriving under your care. Watching your plant go through this process is not only rewarding but also a great learning experience. You get to see the entire life cycle of the plant, from offsets to flowers, and it's truly fascinating. To recap, spider plants can indeed produce flowers, but it takes the right care and patience. By providing your plant with bright light, consistent moisture, and regular fertilization, you can encourage it to bloom. And when it does, it's a moment to cherish, a testament to your green thumb and dedication to nurturing your plant. Thanks for joining me on this journey, and I'd love to hear about your experiences with spider plants in the comments below. Have you ever managed to get your spider plant to flower? Share your tips and stories. And if you're interested in learning more about houseplant care, be sure to check out my next video.